when we try to predict human behavior, we instinctively look for massive scheduled events, like an election or a global sporting event. It feels safe.
Right.
But when you actually map how human attention moves, you realize that chaos has its own hidden rhythm.
Exactly. And that is what we are tracking for you today in this Trend Intelligence Brief for August 24, 2026. We're looking at 2 rival AI prediction models.
Yeah, 2 completely opposite worldviews.
Right, battling it out to map Japanese consumer behavior.
Right, so we have Team Rhino Titans on one side. They operate on this philosophy called structural stillness.
They want the stable, predictable anchors.
Yeah, the anchors in society. And then we have Team Falcon Arrows. They bet on kinetic propagation, basically viral momentum.
They want the wildfires.
Right.
And just to set the perimeter before we dig into the data, this is a pure simulation of trend environments. We are observing behavioral kinetics, like how fast attention spreads.
Right. This is not investment advice.
No, not at all. This is strictly a biological and digital mapping of human focus.
So let's see how these philosophies actually clash in the wild. Both models drop their fresh tracking keywords into the simulation at midnight UTC to see what catches fire over the next 10 days.
Right, the new deployments.
Yeah. Rhino placed their bet on F1, anticipating the global spectacle of the upcoming Monza Grand Prix.
Which is a classic Rhino move. I mean, it's a monument. It has a set date and a highly predictable audience.
Yeah, but Falcon took a totally different route. They deployed Hikoshi, which translates to moving or relocation. They're banking on the internal corporate relocation orders that hit Japan on October 1st. It's like Rhino is dropping a giant boulder into a pond expecting predictable ripples.
Right.
Whereas Falcon keyword acts more like a seasonal tide.
That's a crucial distinction because Formula One is something you choose to watch.
Right.
Relocation is a bureaucratic necessity. It forces widespread local action, booking trucks, changing addresses.
Buying furniture.
Yeah, buying furniture, whether you actually want to deal with it or not. It's a silent tide of mandatory consumer research.
We can actually see this boulder versus tide dynamic playing out right now with the active keywords they deployed a few days ago.
The active missions.
Right. So Rhino is tracking Busai, which is disaster preparedness. It's doing okay, sitting at a steady positive 6.0%.
Okay.
But Falcon is tracking the annual 24-hour television broadcast, and that momentum is running much hotter. It's at positive 13.2%.
Which makes perfect sense when you think about the underlying mechanics. Security trends like disaster prep, they're structural. People buy a survival kit, they check it off their list and move on.
Right, it builds slowly.
Exactly. Entertainment, however, is kinetic. People are texting about it, clipping it on social media.
Reacting in real time.
Right. The infrastructure of the internet is literally built to accelerate that kind of shared cultural momentum.
Okay, but here is where I have to stop and question the data.
Yeah.
Because the final 10-day outcomes we just got are completely wild.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the mission completed stats.
Right. Rhino bet on Kabutomushi, the rhinoceros beetle.
Right, a classic late summer pet trend in Japan.
Yeah, and it basically flatlined at positive 2.1%.
So a complete miss by the algorithm.
Right. But Falcon tracked Moshi, which are mock exams for students, and that keyword exploded by positive 230.0%.
Wow.
I mean, what is actually driving that massive gap? How does a standardized test generate 230% more kinetic energy than a seasonal hobby?
Well, it comes down to how anxiety travels online. Catching a beetle is a solitary offline activity. You go to the park, maybe buy some jelly for it at the store.
Right, the digital footprint is tiny.
Exactly. But mock exams, that triggers a multi-layered web of panic searches.
Right. The parents are searching, the kids are searching.
Exactly. Parents are looking for tutors, kids are downloading study guides, schools are updating schedules. That 230% spike isn't just a random anomaly.
It acts like a tracer die in a water system.
Yes. By watching how fast that single mock exam keyword spreads, we can actually map the invisible infrastructure of how Japanese consumer anxiety travels and multiplies online.
Wow.
It proves the underlying rules of market attention are shifting toward these high-stress, highly interconnected hubs. It's a lighthouse in the dark, really.
Wait, hold on. If Falcon found this massive tracer die and hit a 230% spike, why are they still losing to Rhino in the broader season standings?
Good question.
Because looking at the board, Rhino is sitting at positive 2,983% overall, while Falcon is trailing at positive 2,301%.
Right.
Isn't Rhino's slow and steady strategy actually proving to be superior despite the beetleness?
Well, that is the beauty of this arena. Rhino's structural approach captures the long-term compounding interests of society. But from a purely scientific standpoint, a low-trend result for the beetle isn't a defeat for our models.
Okay.
This is about maintaining a cold, forward-looking research attitude. Every miss, every massive hit is vital data used to decode the deeper mechanics of these behavioral kinetics.
So it's not about winning a single round. It's about refining the lens.
Precisely. We are using these AI models to map the invisible currents of human attention.
Right.
The fact that autumn education milestones completely consumed the seasonal novelty of catching beetles, that teaches the algorithm to reweight cultural anxiety over seasonal tradition.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder, I mean, if a quiet seasonal education trend can so vastly outpace the predictable visible events we assume are important, what massive blind spots exist in your own daily assumptions?
Right.
As you build out your own predictive models this week, that's the question you need to be asking.
Absolutely.
And to help you dig into the mechanics behind this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check the specific Substack link I put in the video description.
Yeah, check it out.
If you want the deeper, unedited predictive analytics we use for these briefings, sign up for the paid tier there. Until next time, keep questioning where the current is taking you.